All right, are we ready to talk ingredients? I'm gonna go really quick. We've got white flour, and then we've got whole wheat flour. And this one's a little bit closer to the plant. And then we've got this. Maple syrup. We gotta add a little sweet. And then we've got this.
Sugar?
It's actually not sugar.
Salt.
Salt, yeah, we gotta put a salt in our bread. And then in here, we've got a little bit of olive oil. We use that at the end. In here, we got some warm water, actually. My favorite ingredient, the one that makes the magic happen.
What does it do?
Does anybody know?
Yeast.
The yeast. Yeah, do you know what yeast does?
It makes it rise.
Yeah, do you know what it does in there? The yeast actually eats up this. Yeast eats the sugar, and then it's just like us. It makes gas. And that's what makes the dough rise. Do you ever have a little gas?
My dad does.
So this yeast is actually alive, but right now it's sleeping. Who here had breakfast this morning?
I did.
Did anybody have syrup with their breakfast? Your sister did? You didn't? Did you have? You did? And that's what the yeast likes to eat too. Oh, I forgot to tell you what we're making. Can everybody hold on to their earlobes? Can you just feel your earlobe? Not, you want to grab the bottom, that like loose flappy part. It's kind of weird, right? So we're gonna make earlobe dough. So when you pinch this dough, it kind of dents in, and if you push it too hard, it hurts. And then when you let go, and you can even look at your neighbors, when you let go, it should bounce back, right? So first thing we gotta do is add in some water. Luke, add in about a 2-second pour of water. Maybe a little more, a little more. All right, that's good. All right, now we got our water. Oh, the other thing I always have to tell everybody. So everybody's gonna get a job, but do you think you're all gonna get the same job? No. But what can you do while you're waiting for your job? What are some things you have to do? Yeah, you gotta be patient, right? And we could talk, for sure. William, can you take a big scoop from this spoon of yeast and add it in to our bowl of water?
It smells, it's stinky.
It smells. It definitely has an aroma. Give that a little sniffer. A lot of people like this smell.
I love it.
We're actually going to give this yeast a little boost. We're going to add in some maple syrup. So Laura, can you do a 2-second pour in? I might just hold the bottom a little bit because that's a full one. That's good. Perfect. All right, Laura, can you give that a stir? Nice and slow because we want to make sure we keep all the liquid in there. Now our yeast is getting woken up. But now we got to feed it a little bit. We're going to slide this bowl over.
In the salad. Dump the whole thing in.
Marion, will you take a scoop, a big old scoop, and add it in? Nice. Dump that right in. Ooh.
The tower
Nice.
fun.
All right, hold off on that. Will you now stir it? And now I'm actually going to move this over because Bailey and Noah, you're going to be my next flour adders. Marion, do you want to take a little scoop of salt? Perfect. All right. Do you want to do some stirring? All right. Noah, why don't you hand her the spoon? And then Noah, do you want to add a scoop of flour in? So Bailey, don't just tickle the top. Make sure you stir the whole thing. There you go. And you don't have to go so fast because that's when spills happen. Whoa, whoa. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. There you go. If we look at this right now, it almost, you know what I made yesterday at home? Pancakes. It looks very similar to pancake batter right now. I'm just gonna make sure I scrape the sides. See how I'm making sure I get all that flour in there? Because we want to use up all the ingredients. Now, does your earlobe feel like that? Really? If my earlobe felt like this, I might call the doctor. Still pretty wet. Let's add some more flour. Let's make Luke work. All right, Luke, you get ready? Perfect. Luke, let's hold the bowl. Marion, would you put one hand on here? Noah, could you hold the bowl for him too? Because it is really, really thick. But it's still pretty wet. So William, will you get a half a scoop of flour and add that in for Luke? That is about a half, yeah.
What's that?
How does it feel, Laura? When you touch that, is that feeling close to your earlobe?
No.
It's.
I just felt the dough. Me too.
I'm gonna dump this out. So I'm gonna start to knead this dough a little bit.
I already have.
You all are gonna get a small piece of dough. I'm keeping my hands flat. Super important, keep your hands flat. You're gonna wanna fold and then squish fold and squish. So I'm not squeezing it. I'm just keeping my hands nice and flat, right? Just fold and squish. All right, now I'm gonna put a cutting board in front of you. What I'm gonna do is put a little bit of flour on all of your cutting boards, and what I want you to do is just make like a little circle, just like that. So you have a nice floury little center. So just take your hand and just make a little circle with it, just like that, Bailey.
I made a big one.
Perfect. Now I'm gonna cut some off. I'm gonna roll it in here so it's not too sticky for you, Bailey. You ready? So Bailey, flat hands, pat it down, fold it, squish it. Pat it, fold it, squish it. Keep turning it. Don't squeeze it. Remember, it's like your earlobe. You don't want to squeeze it too hard. It'll hurt. A little bit sticky, yeah, because I'm breaking up the dough, but we'll get it all.
It's so squishy.
It's a little squishy. Then you want to make sure you keep it right on the table. And then if you need a little bit of flour, I got you. Whoop. Yeah, yours feels really good. Keep going. So Bailey, can I show you how to take care of the dough in your hands? This is really nice because you can give yourself like a hand massage. So you put your hand out and then you take your thumb and you just go like this. Bailey, you're gonna help me knead this whole thing together. Perfect. Here, I'm gonna fold that again. We're gonna put it in that bowl and then we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and then we're gonna let it sit and do its thing.
Can I do the olive oil?
Yeah, totally. Thanks, Bailey. Put just a little pour in there. That's good. Now we swirl it.
The dough.
Here goes the dough. And then I'm gonna flip it over so it's all greasy. There you go, Bailey. Luke, can you grab me that towel at the end? And guess what? Bailey, hands out. And done. Now we let our dough do its thing. So crew, let me tell you the exact how this is gonna go. I'm gonna dump out all the dough onto this cutting board, and then I'm gonna use this knife to cut it up into a bunch of small pieces. And then I'm going to give you a small piece, and I'm going to show you how to stretch it. And what we wanna do is stretch them out to about like the size of your head, actually. So it is gonna feel a little bit sticky. So when you get your dough, I'll try and ball it up, but you could just take it like this and let it hang and just let the weight of the dough.
That's how you do a pizza.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're making little mini pizzas. And look at that. That's about as big as I need it. And then when I'm done, I can put it right on my cutting board. All right, so remember, you can just pick it up and let it hang. What you want to make sure you don't do is don't let it touch the table. All right, Hannah's gonna come through, guys, and give us a sprinkle of flour right on top. Yeah, let Hannah get a little flour on there. And then I'm gonna flip yours over so it just has, so it doesn't get too sticky. So take your fingertips, just like this. Kind of do this. A little focaccia technique.
Big ones.
Oh, it's beautiful. I think we're done.
I want to try it.
I think we should try it.
Children learn a lot from cooking with them. They learn math skills, they learn sharing skills, they're using their gross motor skills, and they're trying foods that they wouldn't try if they didn't have their hands in them.
I think it's important that kids have practice, you know, like just everyday practice using kitchen utensils and food, like just logistically, when kids are able to learn how to use a tool, those are skills that are going to be with them for the rest of their life. I think they feel proud when they're able to make something and share it with family members or classmates.
And there's so much curriculums kind of go together. When you're baking, there's so much they can do. You know, how many scoops, but also like kind of like changes. Oh, this is a little too dry. I think we need to put more water. What else did we put in? Like, do we need to put more salt or do we need to put butters? So there's so much to it. Food also, this is what we eat, but at the same time, there's so much they can compare with the different shapes and colors. And it's really beautiful what kind of nature's giving us. So we can start from there.